Welcome back to another episode of yours truly, Trisha.
And Emil.
And Emil. Today, we thought we'd talk to you about divorce or preventing divorce and what we do in our relationship to prevent divorce and keep things good and continue to keep things getting better. Yeah?
Working at it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's work. The reason I want to talk to you guys about this is because more and more, as we get older, I just find that we hear lots of stories and we have lots of friends who are going through divorce, separations. And I have a lot of friends, actually.
Yeah, and you've also lived through a divorce with your parents. And
yes, two
divorces. And a reconciliation to come back. Yeah.
Yeah, so my mom and my dad divorced, when I was around 3 or 4. And then my mom married my stepfather. I was with my mom and stepfather for almost 20 years. And then she divorced my stepfather and remarried my real dad after so many years of being divorced. And now they're back together, happily married, retired. And yeah, I've lived through it personally, but also I have lots of friends who are going through divorce, they have blended families. They're navigating co-parenting journeys. I think you do too.
Yeah, I've got a couple of friends who have gone through it, and they've always said, I don't wish this on my worst enemy. It's such a tough situation, especially when there's kids involved, and yeah.
But I get it happens, and I'm not saying that everyone should you should stay with a partner if you're unhappy. I think, especially when it comes to kids, it's what I think the kids want to see their parents happy, and that's the bottom line. And if that means co-parenting and having other partners, absolutely, we're all for it. How do we not prevent, but how do we keep going? 17 years married, forever together.
Forever.
What do you think?
I think obviously there's trying times, but I think make an effort to try to have date nights. Yeah. I still try to cook for her, wow her all the time. But gone are the days that I used to I think it's different because in the beginning I used to try to buy you stuff and whatever.
You did?
I did. I think I did. I totally did. But and it's different now. And I think it's just, I think for me is when you take care of our kids and you're very motherly. That's, for me, I'm just wow, this is amazing. And it's heart-shaped eyes for her when I see that. And when she's there for us and for the kids. And it's just, it warms my heart. So that's me.
Well, I think we just make sure we're putting in effort.
Yeah, it's effort.
All the time.
For sure.
We're putting in the work. And obviously it's easy to feel lazy and to not care or to we all are guilty of going with the flow and just going through the motions because every day is busy or, you're Ubering your kids around and it's, easy to get caught up in the everyday routine of life and
for sure.
Kids and this and that. It's taking that time to put in the work, meaning having date nights or maybe staying up later to talk, having a glass of wine at night after the kids have gone down to actually talk, turn the TV off and connect. And those are, I think, what we try to do, and we're very conscious of it, and we prioritize each other. And yeah, we have slip-ups, and there's times where we
veer off the path, whatever. But I think that's human nature, right? But it's just always just coming back to us.
Yeah. And I think no marriage or relationship is perfect, and I think it's accepting each other where they are in their life because we both change. We've been together since we were kids, so I think it's accepting and embracing your partner through their different stages of life and supporting them through that because change is hard. Yeah.
Change is hard.
And I think I have a lot of good friends who have divorced and they're happily remarried or happily in another relationship, and divorce is not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just we hope to never get to that point. I don't even know if it's true where they said there's something like a higher percentage of your second marriage failing, so you're better off staying in your first. It's true. That's why I'm here. No.
Was that a fake laugh?
No. That's how I think I don't want to say prevent, but that's how we really make our marriage work is we work. And you got to put in the work. And they say you got to water your own grass. The grass is greener where you water it, blah, 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 blah.
You got to cut each other slack as well, too, right? It can't be just a downward slope, always harping on each other's faults and whatever. You got to cut some slack and try to understand where both sides are coming from.
And so important, the love languages. So really
huge.
And we forget sometimes, and you just remind yourself what each other's love languages are, and so that you can speak to your partner in their love language.
Because it's huge.
Again, that takes work, and you got to remind yourself and remind each other gently.
Because everyone has a different love language, and it's nurturing that love language that helps us, that helps the relationship thrive. And it's, yeah, like you said, it's easy to get stuck into our day-to-day things and get really busy and neglect us. It's the day-to-day stuff, right?
Yeah, it's day to day, but
you get
also like
lost.
and yeah, you do get lost in the routine of things, pulling yourself or pulling each other back towards each other, so that we can work to making it work. And then also like allowing your partner to be themselves and to also have their own healthy social life outside of your marriage, I think is so key too.
Totally. It's
And
not,
having that trust to do that, I think.
yeah, it builds, it's on trust, right? I can't be saying you can't go out. But yeah,
Marriage works when you put in the work. So
totally.
that's where we're at. Hopefully that helps you, but thank you for listening and stay tuned for the next episode.